I'm gonna cry. Hello. Today I'm doing a video a bit different than my usual. I'm not talking about books today. I am instead reacting to some poetry reels on Instagram. I wanted to ask my followers to send in their reels for me to, critique and to react to, but then I felt bad because I didn't want them to feel bad if I didn't like one of their reels, so instead I am choosing to react to random ones that show up on my Explore page. So on my Instagram, I went and I saved some reels. I scrolled through my Explore page until I found poetry reels that I thought would be good, and I didn't want them to be like repost accounts. You know how there are some accounts that will take poets and their work and they'll feature them on their page. I didn't want to find those. I wanted to find the original creators, so I tried to just briefly watch a quick second of the reel and then continue forward, making sure it is the original creator without spoiling the entire reel for myself, and then we would have a reaction. But I've chosen 3, 6, I chose 9, and we're gonna start reacting to them. So the plan for this is to have my reaction here, and then, making sure I have enough room, I will have my phone screen recorded and then shown here on screen right here. So my reaction, and then you can watch the video as well. Alright, first reel I am reacting to is by Writingsofellie. I have it covered right now so I don't spoil it. So first thing first, I like the way it kind of like types across the screen. I think that's really fun. And the whole background is just really pretty. I need to pause it to read it. Unfortunately, I can't read this fast. Because I can't take it in the way I would like to. I like the last line is the sheet music of my... I have to make sure I'm putting the reel here so I don't have to keep showing you. The last line is the sheet music of my ear... Oh, the melody of emptiness is the sheet music of my tears. Just... I love that. I like visualizing sheet music as something other than sheet music, and of my tears, it's just like, imagine each beat is a tear dropping. Like, that's the rhythm. I don't know. It's really pretty. The next reel is by Karleerosenorth. Oh, this one is so sad. The lines that really got me is, if she were mine, she would never go a second without feeling my love. But lately, it's been hard to protect our love from my irritability and depression. I find myself pushing her away. This isn't what I had intended to do. If someday we don't wake up next to each other, I know I wish I had loved her better. I feel that so much. Sometimes the ones we love so much, we just can't protect them from our mental health. I know for me, especially, it was very difficult in my relationship to balance loving them and keeping my anxiety at a level that was manageable for both myself and for them. I mentioned it in a past video, but my anxiety has put me in the hospital before, and just recently it's put me in the hospital again. And my relationship really did suffer because I couldn't balance loving someone and not constantly having them suffer with me through my anxiety. I really, really relate to this poem. Let's just... Ow. That's the next one. This one is by Maria.
I needed a cigarette, and in my 22 years,
Oh, they're reading
I
it.
never once smoked a cigarette, and I'm not sure what this is a metaphor for, but one day I'll know.
Okay, so this is a page from their book, which I like. I like finding or coming across pages from books, because then it's like, oh, this is in your book. If I like it, maybe I should buy the book and I'll enjoy the book. So, first impressions, I like. They are also reading their poem, and I also really enjoy that. I like when I can hear the poet reading, although not all of us are comfortable reading, and that's fine too. You don't need to be reading your pieces in order for me to love them. As we've mentioned before, or seen before, I love the past two reels, and they don't speak during theirs. I needed a cigarette, and in my 22 years, I've never once smoked a cigarette. I feel that. In some unexplainable way, I feel that. But I really liked that poem. I'd like to read and see more of Maria's work. I'm very interested. The next reel I have is from Agentlepleasing. Again, all these reels, they are on Instagram, as they are reels and not TikTok, and I can link each poet down below. Okay, first impressions, this one also has the text typing across the screen. I like. It's also short, but I think for this, it says, a gentle pleasing. In the eve of the storm, be the light and shine brighter than how the lightning strikes. It's very short. I don't know if it's part of a longer piece or not, but I think for it being a very positive piece, and for it being a reel, it's a very good short piece. This next reel is from Kriti.nayyar. I don't know how I feel about the poem. Each sentence ends with an exclamation point, and it kind of feels out of place. I think it has a good message. I like how it's saying that the person you loved and lost isn't the end of the world. It instead allowed you to open your heart to love within yourself, and now you can go through life with peace and gratitude because you have found that love within yourself, and you don't need to find it in someone else to replace what you couldn't hold within, if that makes any sense. But I don't know if I like the way it's written, but the message is sweet. The other reel is from Poems.bysky. Very fitting to their name. It's a sky video of a road with a beautiful sunset and a block of text over top.
He is learning his worth and releasing all negative things that no longer deserve a place in his life. He is learning to put himself first and feel okay with expressing.
Okay, so there's an audio over top. I thought it was them reading the poem, so I was trying to find my place. It is instead something else. So my first thoughts would have to be, maybe if you're putting a poem over top, to choose an audio that doesn't have other words being spoken over, have it either be an instrumental, or if there are words, it's you reading the poem. Because I was so distracted, I could not read the poem with the audio playing because I was focusing on the audio and, But this one was also a pretty positive poem where it talks about, feeling hurt and broken, but then remembering that, after today there is a tomorrow, and that tomorrow has the opportunity to bring even better things, and that this past hurt will remain past, and there's positivity on the horizon that you can look forward to. Alright, we have 3 more to go. This next one is from from an account called Thelionesspoetry. Okay, so I like this. It's another short video with the text over top, but instead of being a block, it's in a circle. I think I like the message, or the theme. I wasn't aware that my voice is powerful. Why would they fight to silence it? I wasn't aware of my worth. Why would they work so hard to convince me otherwise? But I don't think I really understand it. The caption says they don't have to hear me speak, but I'll certainly write about them. I think the what I'm reading with that caption as well is that this poet is writing for themselves and for their own healing, and that the experiences and the people they're writing about happen to come across it and are trying to, you know, make them feel shame over it, even though if art is healing, I don't think you should shame someone. You know, I think it's cool. It makes me think, which I like. The next one is from Drkeypoints. This was a really cute video. So it's just the text over a cute nature video of swans. It's very pretty. And the song is like great. I like the softness and the tenderness of moving on past a relationship. Like the fixed by someone else other than us. It's, you know, you fight so hard in a relationship to keep each other whole. But sometimes it just doesn't work in the end. You chip each other away rather than put yourselves back together. So you have to part. But maybe you can meet again and you can be whole separately, and that's a beautiful thing. We're down to the final one. This one is by Theconstantpoet.
It's like how grief the way your hands shrink when they get It's cold. Like the way your hands shrink when they get cold. My rings become loose. I cannot keep you wrapped around my little finger any longer. Say something, I lose you. Say something, I'm giving up on you. How grief.
I'm gonna cry. So first impressions, this is a piece from their book. It's titled How Grief Fits. So after the poem, it showed pictures of what I'm assuming is their grandfather or maybe their father. And the caption says, to anyone who's lost someone. So I think I cannot keep you wrapped around my little finger any longer. I think it's a child's hand holding the finger of an adult maybe, or maybe I'm reading this all wrong, but either way, my heart, I was so unprepared. The poem was just, you know, it was sad, and then the images came and it was like, I was just so caught off guard. That's so beautiful. Wow. And they're reading their poem too, so it's like the emotions are so right there. Wow. That was a really good one to end on. I might have to follow this poet the way I was moved by that. I don't know, like it was 10 seconds or something. Poetry's amazing, and as you can tell, it's very, even the simplest things can just invoke so much. So much. And that's the brilliance of words and writing. So yeah, that was, wow. A great one to end on. So sad. But yeah, those are my reactions. I do want to do another one of these, but instead of doing reels, I want to do TikToks, and maybe instead of TikToks, I do YouTube shorts, because those are a thing now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!